Welcome to the weekly market wrap-up. I'm Hannah Bernard. Investors could probably use a little time in therapy after some traumatic trading this week. In a classic display of multiple personality disorder, markets went from a rout on Tuesday to a rally on Thursday and retook some, but not all, of the losses. How much time is needed on the couch? Let's find out. U.S. markets sharply dropped on Tuesday as the Dow tumbled almost 300 points and continued to dip until midday Thursday, when it shot up 225 points to close at 17,416. The S&P 500 chart is a mirror image, dropping sharply Tuesday and then regaining 19 points on Thursday to close at 2,021. And the Nasdaq followed suit. It had the sharpest dive on Tuesday and then regained 45 points Thursday to close at 4,683. Now let's turn to Canadian markets, which also had a tumultuous week, albeit a little different. The Canadian dollar took a wild swing this week as it surged 0.47 cents on Tuesday to 80.64 cents US. Then on Thursday, the loonie crashed below 80 cents US, hitting its lowest level in nearly 6 years. And some economists say the downturn for the dollar is not over. The Toronto Stock Exchange took a 210-point dive on Thursday, but managed to recover, posting a 33-point gain to finish trading at 14,637. The TSX Venture Exchange continued its downward slide this week, but it did move within 0.19 points of break-even to close Thursday at 667.11. The richest company in the world is Apple, and to prove the point, the company reported this week it has just posted its most profitable quarter of any company ever, to the tune of $18 billion, a new record for quarterly profit. Cash on hand, including investments, $178 billion. No other company even comes close. That's enough money to give every American $556. Though they have no plans to do so. Their business model, you see, only works the other way around. DWave Systems, maker of the first quantum computer, announced Thursday it closed a $29 million funding round, bringing total investment raised by the company in the past year to $62 million. DWave recently added 11 new patents to its portfolio, which now totals 150 worldwide. The company has raised $174 million in investments since it had its start as a University of British Columbia spinoff. Now to winners and losers and our picks for the week. The winner for this week is Electronic Arts, ticker symbol EA. The game maker's stock soared to a 7-year high on Wednesday after posting strong holiday quarter sales for its console video games. EA shares gained $6.20, up almost 13% to close at $54.61 on Wednesday. EA's results were aided by strong sales of sports games like Madden NFL 15 and FIFA 15, as well as digital downloads and mobile phone games. The loser for this week is OpenText Corporation, ticker symbol OTC.TO. Shares of OpenText, whose software helps companies manage documents and workflows, fell 11% on Tuesday and another 8% on Wednesday after reporting quarterly revenue which fell short of market expectations. OpenText, which is based in Canada, has been hit hard by the strong US dollar. Revenue in the quarter was impacted by a foreign exchange charge of $15 million. Well, those are our winners and losers for this week, and now it's time to check in on the gains that you could have locked in by following the weekly watch list from Robert James and Viral Stocks. That's enough about this week. Now let's turn to Baystreet.ca's look at the week ahead and the snapshot of what analysts are forecasting for companies whose earnings reports are coming out next week. Here are 3 U.S. stocks to watch. First up on Monday is Cliffs Natural Resources, and the EPS forecast of 15 cents compared to $1.22 in the prior year quarter. The company said this week that it's restructuring its Bloom Lake iron ore mine in Quebec. Next up on Wednesday is General Motors with an EPS forecast of 84 cents compared to 67 cents in the prior year quarter. Finally, on Thursday is News Corp with an EPS forecast of 25 cents compared to 31 cents in the prior year quarter. Here are 3 Canadian stocks to watch next week. First up on Monday is Imperial Oil Limited with an EPS forecast of 79 cents compared to $1.15 in the prior year quarter. Next up on Wednesday is Suncor Energy Inc. with an EPS forecast of 36 cents compared to 66 cents in the prior year quarter. Suncor Chief Financial Officer Alistair Cowan made headlines in late January by saying the company has no plans to delay its longest long-term projects, convinced that crude oil prices will bounce back to $90 to $100 a barrel within the next 3 to 4 years. Finally, on Thursday is Saputo Inc. with an EPS forecast of 41 cents compared to 37 cents in the prior year quarter. And that wraps it up. Thanks again so much for joining us for another weekly market wrap-up. Before you head out for the weekend, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or podcast on iTunes and find us on Facebook and on Twitter. For Viral Network News and Baystreet.ca, I'm Hannah Bernard.